advertising. 6 days, my job could be gone. The whole company, too. They aren't going to like this.
We'll figure this is our two.
That's 6.
Please. Guilty. 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 Not guilty. Guilty.
Well, how do you like that?
Who was it? I think we have a right to know.
Alright, what idiot changed his vote?
Is that the way to talk about a man's life?
Whose life are you talking about? The life of the dead man or the life of a murderer?
I want to know who!
So do I.
Excuse me. This was a secret ballot.
No one looked while we did it, but now that it's over, I want to know.
A secret ballot? We agreed on that point, no? If the lady or gentleman wishes to remain a secret, then I see no reason.
What are you talking about? There are no secrets here. Hey, wait a minute. I know who it was. It was you. You come in here and you vote guilty, and then this slick preacher comes in here and tears your heart out with stories about some poor kid who couldn't help becoming a murderer. Then you change your vote to not guilty. If that isn't the most sickening...
Now hold it!
Please, I agree with you the boy is guilty, but let's be fair.
Hold it. Be fair? That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put a guilty man in the chair, where he belongs.
Thank you. This gentleman chose not to stand alone against us. That's his right. It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone, even if you believe in something that strongly. He left the verdict up to us. He gambled for support, and I gave it to him. I want to hear more. The vote is 10-2.
You're not going to intimidate me. I'm going to make this a hung jury, and that's it.
There's nothing we can do in this situation except hope that some night, maybe in a few months, why, you might get some sleep.
You're all alone. It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone.
If it is a hung jury, there will just be another trial, and we will point these things out to the various lawyers.
Just the other day, after he'd been in prison for years, they found out another fellow named Smith. They gave him a pardon then, and that's the thing that seems odd to me. Giving you a pardon for something you haven't done, well, it is the necessary legal time. It still seems...
That's quite all right. We'll take him along and shock him now.
Oh, yes. I know Leonard very well.
You know, I can't tell you how much I admire your calm and your courage, Mrs. Bowl, knowing as I do how devoted you are to your husband.
Excuse me. I am a foreigner. I do not always know your English terms, but is there not a saying about knowing something of your own knowledge? Men are not in sync, are very stupid. Oh, it does not matter. Please go on.
This Miss French was a woman of some considerable wealth. She had no near relations. Like many eccentric elderly ladies, she was fond of making wills. She had made several wills in her lifetime. Shortly after meeting your husband, she made a fresh will. After some small bequests, she left almost the whole of her fortune to your husband.
Yes.
For a few minutes at 9:25, she let herself in with the key, and upon going upstairs to her room, she passed by the door of the sitting room. She will tell you that in the sitting room she heard the voices of Miss Dudley French, and of the prisoner, Leonard Bow.
That's not true.
However, she went out again. And when she finally returned at 11 p.m., she found Miss French lying dead on the floor. Blood everywhere. The room in disorder, a window smashed, and the curtains blowing wildly. Horror-stricken, she immediately rang the police.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Robert Hearn, Detective Inspector, New Scotland Yard.
I'm prepared to offer you £10.
£10 quid for last month, please! Think again!
If you have here a letter that will help to prove my client's innocence, £20 would I think not be an unreasonable sum for your expenses.
50 quid and it's a bargain. Banks isn't satisfied with the letters. Those raised against he was, cut my face so proper, there he says, no man will ever look at you now.
Did you go to the police?
Me? Not likely. I wait. Now you know the whole story, mister. Do you want to kiss me? Don't let me.
I'm deeply sorry.
You will never find out who he is. Never. I don't care what you do to me. You shall never know.
Do you wish to re-examine Mr. Miles?
Really, my lord, I find it somewhat difficult in view of these startling developments.
After that.
No. Such will not happen. I shall not be tried as an accessory after the fact. I shall not be tried for perjury. I shall be tried for murder!
Oh, yeah.
Murder so bad I ever loved. Guilty, my lord.
Nice.